you're a final year student in Nigeria, or you're a recent graduate, and all you keep hearing is there's no job, and you've been having these thoughts, am I going to find a job? Are there really jobs for me when I graduate? Now this video is for you, because I'll tell you the truth, jobs do exist, but the challenge is what employers are looking for in terms of soft skills, hard skills, and even attitude have changed. So what I'm going to do in this video is to show you the exact skills that you need to have as a graduate who wants to get a meaningful job after school, the companies that are hiring for these skills, and what you also need to do to actually land a job, get a job, and not just apply. Now let's start with the numbers. I'm sure that you already know that there is huge unemployment rates in Nigeria. I'm not the one to tell you that. A lot of people who have the first degree, masters, even PhD are jobless. They do not have a job, and it's alarming. So you don't want to also fall into this category and add to the numbers. You don't want to be that person. Apart from that, the even more alarming thing is that 93% of the people who are employed or who are working in Nigeria are working in the informal sector, meaning they are working in jobs without contract, without security, without job prospect, and worst of all, with very annoyingly low salaries. As if that's not enough, in a recent employer survey that was carried out among employers in Nigeria, 63% of them, of these employers, said that their biggest challenge is lack of skilled worker, meaning companies want to hire, but they cannot find the people with the right skills. No be juju be that. So the problem is not just a no job problem, it's a skill mismatch problem. Graduates are coming out with certificates, companies are hiring skills, so there's a big gap, and unless you close that gap, job hunting will continue to feel frustrating to you, and you continue to say there's no job, there's no job. So this video, I'll break it into three simple parts. First are the skills that you need to start learning right now if you want to get hired. Second are the companies and industries that are already hiring for those skills, and how you can position yourself strategically to get hired in Nigeria or globally. So let's start with skills that employers are actively searching for and paying for. I'll put them in two categories. One are the technical skills or tech skills, and the second one are the digital skills that are not so technical. So whether you are in the humanities, sciences, you are in the you're a tech person, doesn't matter, you're going to find a fit in these two categories. Starting with in-demand tech skills, you have software engineering or web development, which encompasses front-end development, back-end development, also mobile application development as well. You also have data skills, which include data science, data analysis, cloud computing, very important, cyber security, that one is also in high demand right now. You also have design skills, product design, UI UX design, that is user interface, user experience design. You have product management, you have AI and automation skills, also renewable energy and sustainability skills. These are some skills that can enable you to work in tech environments other than government parastatals or the traditional companies. These are high-end companies that pay well, and they also have so many perks to them. So with these skills, armed with these skills, you can be able to work your way into some of these companies. Agreed, not everyone is going to be a hardcore tech person. There are some non-technical skills that are highly employable, and these are digital skills that you need to learn. If you are not a tech person, you must definitely learn any or one or two of these digital skills if you want to get a job. But if you do not have those tech skills and you still don't have these digital skills, then I don't know what may happen. So by all means, you need to learn some of these digital skills that are not really technical. So we have sales and business development, digital marketing, content strategy, project management. You also have customer success and operations, AI literacy, data literacy, presentation and communication skills, technical writing. And if you're able to combine one technical skill with any of these digital skills that I listed, you become very, very employable. In fact, if you're able to do a good CV, create a good CV, then employers are going to be literally job hunting for you, looking for you. Now, let's talk about companies that are always actively hiring for many of these roles. Talk about fintech companies, InterSwitch, Paystack, Flutterwave, and many others. We have health tech companies, ed tech companies, telecommunication companies, you know, the MTN and the others, even logistic companies, many logistic companies now there are. E-commerce, so many companies. You need to make your research. LinkedIn is a very good resource for you. We also have ChatGPT right now. So there's many resources available for you to find out these companies, and you can narrow it down, filter it to the skills that you have, and companies that are hiring for those roles or for those skills or hiring those roles, and you can get more opportunities. A lot of people do not know these things, and it's really, really baffling, and it's really annoying, the gap of knowledge that exists between people that are graduated and the opportunities that there are. There's so many of these opportunities. At the end of the day, some people get these opportunities, and that's why you see that some people are not even, they don't know anything about unemployment. If you've watched this video to this point, I would like to believe that you've gained a thing or two from the video. So thank you very much for sticking around. And if you've not met me, let me do a quick introduction. My name is Buki, and I am very passionate about helping young people to achieve success in school and beyond. So every week I make it a point of duty to upload a video that is informative, educative, and will give you good value for your time and money. So if this sounds like something that you would like to be a part of, why not click the subscribe button so that we can get to learn together, grow together, and become better together. In as much as you want to focus on tech companies largely, you also don't want to miss out on opportunities from other traditional companies like the banks, the fast-moving consumer good companies, maybe companies that are into the production of one thing or the other. There are many of these companies as well that are hiring for tech talent, all right? So don't limit your options, spread it across, and hopefully you'll be able to get something that is fitting. I'm talking about how you can actually get these jobs. You need to build proof and not just show certificates. Employers are not interested in what you have learned. They are interested in what you bring to the table. What are you going to add to their bottom line? How are you going to help them achieve their goals and objectives? That's what they're interested in. And they need a proof or proof and evidence of this. It's not just by word of mouth, right? Nobody ever believes people who say, oh, I can do this any longer. You need to show that you can do it. And that's why you need something that's called a portfolio, which is like a documentation of what you've done as regards the skill that you are saying that you have. So if you say you're a product management, what project management and project have you done to show for it? Now, if you think that, oh, I don't have any experience, or I wouldn't have had any experience by then, that's not really true. Even in staying in your mom's shop, or looking after one person's business or internship or whatever little experience you had, doesn't need to be something big. It could be just one little project that you even did in your team, in your school, or where you were a team lead or something, just something to show for it that, okay, this is something I've done. So make it a habit to have documentation of things that you are doing, especially as it relates to the skill that you are going in for. And again, when you learn some of these skills online or wherever you learn it from, they're going to give you some projects afterwards, so you can show that, okay, I've done this project and I can show that this is what I can do. So it also counts for your portfolio. So start to document things that you are doing as it relates to the skill that you are learning. Now, once you have these required skills and you know the companies that you are applying to, you now need to apply strategically. Don't go about dropping hard copy CVs on people's tables or in people's offices. It might not be the right way to go about it, except if they've asked you to bring it directly, if you know the employer, all right? There may be a better way, like using LinkedIn, for instance. LinkedIn is a very good tool. All the hiring managers and the employers are there. So just narrow down your search by the role that you're looking for. I can just send them a message, well written, well put together. Also have a good CV, and also the documentation of your portfolio, like I talked about earlier. Also, company career pages on their website, they always put the jobs that they are hiring for there. So make sure you are always there, whatever company that you want to get the employment from. Also, join tech companies, graduate training programs and all of that. So those avenues will expose you to jobs and how you can apply strategically. So you definitely do not have to learn all of the skills I've talked about. One or two strong skills out of the one I've talked about may be all that you need, and real proof, and then good positioning, and then you'll be able to change your story from the hundreds of thousands of graduates today who remain unemployed and find yourself a very good, high-paying job. If you'd also like to know the best AI tools that will help you boost your productivity, triple your CGPA, and help you achieve success academically and also in your career, I have a video where I talked about all the best AI tools that you need to be using right now to achieve those success. And the video is somewhere on my left or right there, somewhere up there. Click, watch, enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.